Welcome to the explainer. Today we are tackling a topic that can seriously make or break your English exam score, the phrasal verb. I know. They can be confusing, but if you've ever felt stumped by them, stick around because we are going to make it all make sense. Okay, let's just dive right in with a question that gets to the absolute heart of the problem. You know what to give means, right? To hand something over. But then you add one tiny little word up and suddenly give up means to quit, to stop trying. How does that even happen? Well, that's the tricky and kind of cool magic of phrasal verbs. And look, this isn't just a minor grammar point we can ignore. Whether you're getting ready for WAEC, JAMB or NECO, these things are absolutely everywhere. If you misunderstand just one, it costs you crucial marks, not just in the multiple choice section, but in comprehension passages, and it can even weaken your essays. So yeah, that's exactly why we are going to solve this today. So let's start at the beginning and break down what these things actually are. Here's the core idea, and it's pretty simple when you think about it. A phrasal verb is like a team up. You take a normal verb, say, look or put, and you pair it with a small word called a particle, like after or off, and poof. You get a completely new meaning that you almost never could have guessed just by looking at the two words separately. This is such a perfect example. The verb look is all about using your eyes, right? Seeing things. But the second you add after, the meaning totally transforms. Look after has absolutely nothing to do with seeing. It means to take care of someone. It's a brand new idea from a really simple combination. Now here's where it gets really interesting. While they might feel totally random, phrasal verbs actually fall into four main categories, and just recognizing these patterns is a huge help. Okay, don't let this table freak you out. You do not need to memorize this. Just notice the patterns. Some, like in the sentence the plane took off, don't need an object to make sense. Others do. And here's the really tricky part. Some can be separated. You can say he turned the light off or he turned off the light. Both work. But then others, like she looks after her siblings, have to stay together. You can't say she looks her siblings after. Just knowing that these different types exist helps you spot them in action. Alright, let's get to the most important part. Your winning strategy. This is how you stop guessing and start getting those high marks on your exams. Seriously, if you take only one single thing away from this explainer today, make it this. Forget about trying to memorize those long boring lists of verbs. The real secret is simple. Context is king. The answer you're looking for is almost always hidden in the words surrounding the phrasal verb. So here's your simple 3-step plan. Number 1, always, and I mean always, learn these verbs inside a full sentence, never on their own. 2, pay super close attention to that little particle up, down, in, off, because that's the word that changes everything. And 3, the single best way to prepare, no question, is to practice with actual past exam questions. Okay, our theory is great, but let's see how this strategy really works when the pressure's on. Let's look at some actual exam questions. Alright, first up, a classic WAEC question. It says, she decided to blank the invitation to the party and our options are turn off, turn down, turn up, and turn in. What do you think? Let's use our rule, context is king. The sentence is about an invitation. And what do you do with an invitation? You make a decision, you either accept it or you reject it. Looking at our options, which one means reject? That's right, turn down. Now the common trap here is turn up. It's a phrase we all know, but it means to arrive. And it makes absolutely zero sense to say she decided to arrive the invitation. See, a context gave us the answer. Okay, next up, a JAMB question. The meeting was due to the chairman's absence. And our options are put off, put up, put out, and put in. Alright, same strategy. What's our big context clue here? The chairman's absence. Well, if the chairman isn't there, what's going to happen to the meeting? It can't go on, right? It has to be postponed. And which of our options means postpone? It's put off. Be careful not to pick put out. You put out a fire, not a meeting. It's a completely different meaning and totally wrong here. And for our last example, let's take a look at a NECO question. You need to blank your mistakes before submitting the essay. The options are go over, go out, go up, and go after. I mean, the context here is crystal clear, isn't it? We've got mistakes in submitting the essay. So what do you do with mistakes in an essay before you hand it in? You check it, you review it. The phrasal verb for that is go over. The trap here might be go out, which means to socialize, probably the exact opposite of what you should be doing with your essay. Are you seeing the pattern here? In every single one of those examples, the answer wasn't something we pulled out of a memorized list. No way. It was hidden in plain sight, right there in the context of the sentence itself. The sentence gives you everything you need. You just have to look for it. So let's wrap this up with the most important points. First, remember phrasal verbs create brand new meanings. Second, and say it with me, context is always king. That's your number one tool. Use that context to analyze your options and get rid of the ones that don't make sense. And finally, the best way to get good at this is to practice with past questions. You now have the strategy. You've got the mindset to totally master these phrasal verbs. You know that the answer is always waiting for you right inside the sentence. So the only question left is which past paper are you going to analyze first? Try these questions and log in to www.examkp.com for answers. Number 1. In the question below, choose the words or phrases which best fills the gaps. The price of everything seems to have up in the last few months. A. Climbed. B. Shot. C. Reason. D. Flared. Number 2. In the question below, choose the words or phrases which best fills us the gaps. The school will. For Easter in another 6 weeks. A. Break off. B. Break away. C. Break out. D. Break up. Number 3. Fill the gap with the most appropriate option from the list following the gap. A citizen in a democracy can. The law if he or she wants to correct an injustice. A. Turn up. B. Bring out. C. Bring up. D. Turn to.